name is Robert Budzik. The name of my company is Stylix Freight Network. I haul basically just meat and produce, and then out of Iowa, anywhere in the States.
Cool.
I actually live in Chicago, North Chicago.
Okay.
Well, both my parents drove for over 20 years. I started riding along with my parents when I was 3 years old.
Okay.
And that was back in, I think, 96, 7, something like that. And I just fell in love with it, just riding along. I don't know, the sound of the engine. You know, back then there was, just pure engines. There wasn't no EGR systems, You could hear the sound of Jakes and everything, and growing up in that, you fall in love with it. And throughout my whole life, actually, my parents were like, no. Like, you're gonna be a lawyer, you're gonna be something. When I was a little kid, I was like, no, I'm gonna be a trucker, And, but obviously they supported me always they supported the path they loved to drive to. And so the second I turned 18, I went and got my first truck and rode that one for about a year. It was a Freightliner, Columbia, old 14-liter Detroit. It was a pretty good truck, and I found this truck, which is a funny story. It's a 2003 Kenworth T2000, known as a T2 Ugly. It's got a C15 6NZ, 550 horsepower, cat engine, 13-speed transmission, 355 rears. The engine is what got me to get this truck. I mean, this truck was basically even a year ago, it looked kind of crappy, but 3 years ago when I bought it, it was, discolored in every way. I mean, the fairings were over here. It was in a bad shape, but the reason I bought it was because of that engine. And then I had a driver, and I put a driver on the other truck, and I had problems with him, and I just decided I don't want to have problems. I just want to be, solo and no problems. So there's a lot going on kind of in between, because it was involved kind of with my mom and stuff. And
did your parents pass away in that time
yeah,
period?
both of them. Yep.
Okay. Wow.
My mom just last May.
Okay.
And my dad about 4 years ago, or 5 years ago now.
Man.
So it was kind of all tangled up, and it's kind of also my getaway, Well, technically, this truck I was bored at home, and I had that Freight Shaker, and my mom sold her other truck that I grew up in a couple years before. And then when I turned 18, I had that other truck, and then kind of got back into the owner-operator thing, with her. And she was driving for a company. I was like, Mom, no, you got to get a truck again, And I was bored on Craigslist, and I was like, I never drove this kind of a truck, and I want to go drive it. And I did drive it, and I was like, man, this is freaking awesome,
Sure.
And so I literally got her to buy this truck, because she don't want it. It looked like crap, but she did. Basically, because I knew I needed to have it. And so I got her to have it, and she drove for about 8 months, and then her cancer got real bad. So that's kind of when I hopped on this one and got rid of that other one and stuff. So that's kind of the story. And doing the best I can with it. I know she would believe what I'd done with it. Well, I got the hood. I got a new hood. Well, it was a used hood that got painted.
Okay.
I added some kind of custom different style lights in the front, kind of help with the how ugly it was, really, with the T2 ugliness. I added this bumper, the bull guard, just kind of brings the whole truck out, makes it look a lot meaner. Before it was just kind of plain. I took the top off. I changed out the rims in the front, make it kind of like a more slick kind of a look. Just chopped those down a little bit, just made them a little shorter.
Okay.
They were all discolored, so. And everything, so I basically painted that stuff. I added that the catwalk, the fenders, toolboxes, took the fairings off, polished those black things, which were black.
They were black?
They were black, man, because they were covered for like how many years? I don't know, like 15, 16, 17 years.
So they were black, just covered in grime.
Yo, they were crazy. I added these stacks, that little airline box. For now, that's it. Until next summer, then I'm just gonna slam the front axle on bags, and I'm gonna get this thing stretched out with this, get it to maybe like 280 wheelbase, I'm never gonna get rid of this truck. I'm gonna get another truck, like a W900 or something.
Eventually.
I might go do something crazy or something also that no one has. Kind of like this, no one has this. No one,
Sure.
you know, makes a T2000 nice. No one, don't appreciate them, man. I mean, I know they had a lot of problems out there when they came out the factory. It was big electrical problems with these trucks. Knock on wood. Please give me some wood somewhere so I can. That thing has never let me down, really.